that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It is a fabulous Friday. It's Good Friday, and I do have my good friend and partner in crime this morning, Holly Thompson. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
So glad to have you with us, and from Salem Crossing, and what a beautiful morning, right?
It's so pretty.
And going on, Holly, right now, I've been in my head. I've been going through. I couldn't be apart because we're here together, you and I, which I love. But the across the county is going on right now.
And last year I actually seen it.
Yeah.
And I was looking for it this year, but I haven't seen it
Well,
yet.
it will.
Okay.
They're out. They started at Mount Tabor, which is a little far out.
Mm-hmm.
Little far out.
Far out.
Far out, man. Sorry. It's funny how words like all of a sudden far out. Anyway, it's a little further out. Let me get all that. I can hear my dad. He's an English teacher. Anyway, little further out, and and so they're coming towards town now. On their way. So they had a couple of churches that they were going to stop at and like take some breaks and get some refreshments, use their facilities, the restrooms. And then get back on walking, and then they'll end up, and they're going to on the road. They'll be back there actually through the construction. Mm-hmm. So they were going to leave at 6:30. They left at 6. They moved it to 6 because of the construction.
Right.
And then they're going to end up. I wrote it down actually. Their journey. Anyway, then they're going to end up at Southern Hills for a message. And so. I don't know where I put it, but anyway, they'll stop at some different churches. I don't want to leave any of the churches out, but anyway, they'll stop at the different churches and get some refreshments, and then they'll go on to Southern Hills.
That's awesome.
So it's like from Mount Tabor to Southern Hills.
Mm-hmm.
That's
nice.
That's
13, a long way.
13 something miles.
Wow.
Like 13 and a half miles they'll be walking. But if you've done it, time goes by. You don't realize. Mm-hmm. How much you've walked. Now the next day you will.
Yeah, I bet.
The next day, you'll be, I know.
Those muscles are sore.
Oh, absolutely. But during it. But I was thinking how cold it was this morning.
It was chilly.
And I thought about that. I thought, if, because I have done it before, and I've started, like what I've done before is like, started at 6, and then like walked for a little while and then come back, and then come and done coffee club at 8. But I didn't do it this morning, and it was very cold. So.
It was.
But they always have a good turn.
That rain that came this week kind of chilled things off.
It did. Mm-hmm. But what's fantastic is today's going to be warm. We're like sunny days for the rest now.
Good. So
Game
what's the
on.
high supposed to be today? Do you know?
Yes, I do. I'm okay. While you think of sponsors.
Well, yes, I do.
Yes, you think
We're
of sponsors.
We're going to thank our coffee club sponsors. They are Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fantastic Sam's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, And Po' Boys Barbecue. Thank you so much, sponsors.
Yes, which I actually are craving some of their. Have you had that pig pen?
I've not.
Oh, it is so good. They take the French fries.
I know. I seen that picture that you posted one time,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh, we gotta try this.
And then they put the meat on it, and then they put this cheese. And this cheese is like so good. It is just
You can't go wrong with cheese.
No, and he buys the good cheese. Yeah.
Awesome.
No, he's got good cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he talks about that. Like he does it.
Oh,
like
really?
He'll tell that like he buys the better cheese, and
Okay.
it shows. You know, because I was telling him, I said, this is such a good. And he's like, yeah. He goes, he spends more money and gets the good cheese.
Makes a difference. It does.
We're getting fancy. We're getting the good cheese.
Fancy here. We're getting fancy.
Po' Boys Barbecue fancy.
I love cheese though.
Well, I do too.
I'm a big
and
cheese
I love
fan.
barbecue, and I love French fries.
French
How can you
fries?
not love all of it?
That's
You know what I mean?
right.
Everything just coming together.
Little jalapeno maybe.
Yeah, you go right ahead, because that's I try to dabble, but I'm not as brave as that. But I'll give you mine, okay?
Okay. All right.
And I'm sure he would hook you up with some. All right, right now we are chilly, okay? But here. Let me kind of give you the good news. This is like good news.
Okay. Let's hear the good
And I love that. You know, I love bringing good news, right? So it's 38 degrees right now, so it is chilly. But we're going to get up to 59. Not quite as warm as we were yesterday or
But
what
that's
we've
better.
been, but 59 is not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take it. So then here we go. Saturday, 62. For Easter Sunday morning, 64.
Oh.
Okay, now this is sunshine.
Yes.
Okay? And you ought to see this beautiful map. It's got sunshine
It
just
looks
shining.
great. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Hold on now. We're going better.
Oh, okay.
This is like an
Okay.
auction, Holly
All
Thompson.
right.
Holly, we're
Okay.
auctioning
Hold
this
out
off.
for the best.
Yes, we are. Raise your hand. You're on an auction, girl.
I need my number.
Keep going up higher, higher. Okay, so if they could see us in the studio raising
Raising our hands. Thank goodness this
there's
isn't
going to be an
televised.
airplane that's going to land in our parking lot here. Okay, so Saturday 62, Sunday 64, Monday 67, Tuesday 70,
Yes.
Wednesday 74, Thursday 74, Friday 73.
Beautiful weather.
Absolutely.
Perfect weather.
Saturday of next week 78 and Sunday 76. So okay, is that
Perfect weather.
Come
The
on.
70s is my jam, man.
Yep.
Love the 70s.
Yes. We had fun, we had sun, we had seasons in the sun. I was thinking of 70s, you know.
Yeah.
70 hits, you know. I'll take it.
Hey,
you know what I
listen,
mean?
it was a good decade.
It was.
It was a
Have
good
fun,
decade.
You know what I mean?
80s was a good decade, too.
80s, like the hair.
70s, I was younger, because, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Me too.
I was, you know, grade school. Like, when 80s came, I was in 5th grade. So that tells you kind of my age. But the 80s, like, that's the year I graduated, and, you know, that decade.
How much fun.
The music was great,
Oh.
you know. You had the punk rock, you know,
Oh.
the Mickey, you're so fine. Remember that?
Fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was my favorite song.
Well, I was thinking of all the different the rock groups, you know.
The
There's
hair
so many-
bands.
Oh, hello. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I could not tease my hair high enough.
No.
You know what I mean? I always said the higher the hair, the closer to God.
Mm-hmm.
The heels, I always had heels and hair. And then I went through I love Western boots too. I wore boots too. I love boots.
And girls went through a lot of hairspray back then.
Oh, I literally, okay, I got to tell you, okay, so this is funny, and I'm not name dropping, but I don't think this is going to identify anyone, but I literally, okay, you know, I was on the cheerleading squad.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, one of my friends, she called her boyfriend, and she said, will you go get some hairspray? Because we need more hairspray.
Right.
Which is life or death.
Yes, it is. Yes,
It
it
is
is.
life, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so he didn't want to go get it, right? Because he's a teenage boy, right? But we were like, so she goes, do you want to break up? And it wasn't 15 minutes and he wasn't walking in with a big bottle of hairspray.
That is awesome.
But I mean, we were like, that was how desperate. I mean, you didn't hardly, like you.
Because, like, I remember those bangs, like, you teased them, like, they stood almost straight up, but then my friends would take this curling iron and curl it over, like, just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like, just a little
Yeah.
bit. And sprayed that bad boy like
Oh,
crazy.
Absolutely.
And went out from as wide as it was high.
Well,
Like,
and
was
then-
teased everywhere.
Yes, and then you take your head down, you flip your head over,
Yes.
and then
spray
you
it
spray
that
the
way.
bottom, and then when you come up,
Yep. Yeah.
it is there, baby.
We
Yeah.
did, I think it was last year before last, at work, we had we called it our family photo day, like throwback family photo
Oh, gosh,
day.
How funny.
And so we did the 80s theme, And so all of us girls, like, we did our hair in the 80s theme, and you know how they had like the poses by the trees, like my senior picture, one of my senior pictures, I'm, you know, my hands are on the tree trunk, you know. Yeah, and so we did that, and that was the funniest pictures. Like, I loved it. It was so much fun we had.
That is
great.
hilarious. Well, and we don't have, speaking of that, like, photography has come a long way. It's not the same way, you're totally right. I mean, right, were we not, I know exactly that pose.
Yes.
And I guess I never, that's funny that you're talking about that. I never really realized that. You know what I mean? I mean, I know it's come a long way and changed the way photography is now. But, like, those were, like, that was a standard pose.
Yes. And we said, you know, the big chairs, like the chairs with the huge rounded back that went up really high?
Yeah.
Like, every 80s senior photo seemed like it had that chair in it, you know? So we said we need to find one of these chairs. And so when we have like a senior prom night or something like that, we can do the photos in this chair.
That chair.
Would that not be awesome?
Yeah, if I'm out and I see that chair, I'm calling you.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly.
Okay.
No, everything you're saying, I'm completely.
I'm really telling my age, aren't I?
No, I'm cracking up though, because it's like things that, like, I know those poses, I know those chairs, I know exactly everything you're talking about. You know?
And you have the hands on the chin.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Do you remember the photos? They would take your photo, like the profile picture, and then they would take you frontal, and they would put your profile in like the side of the picture.
Yes. That is so funny. Yeah. You know, I've not seen that people do that these days. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to do. That's a cute idea to throw back photos. Like
it is.
That was
it's
cute.
fun.
What did you wear? The 80s look was really. I mean,
I have two style of 80s that I wear. Like, I have one that's not the neon, and then I have one that's the neon colors in it. So I did like the non-neon colors for that because, I don't know. Like, I think I wore a white shirt. I can't even remember what I wore now. I'll have to find the pictures and show it to you one day.
That's so funny.
It was awesome. Jamie Mudd was in them.
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
Scott was in it. And you know, anytime Scott's in a photo, it's going to be fun.
Well, and and that says a lot. He's all in. That's fun. That is great.
So it was like siblings. There was I think there was 4 or 5 of us. So we were like siblings in this, you know, family photo. It was so much fun.
I love that.
It was great.
Now that's fun. That'd be fun to do just for like a family. You know, I mean, for a family to do that, to go back, like throw back like that.
Yes.
That's great. That's good.
Wouldn't that? Because like, you know how they redo like your childhood photos, like the poses.
Yes.
So if you had an old photo like that, and then when you had a family reunion or something, or just a family get together, Christmas, whatever, redo the photo.
Yeah.
Like, that is so much fun.
Yeah. I've seen it in like where like the dad's holding the daughter, and then when the daughter becomes an adult, he has to hold her like that. You know, trying to pick her up. You know what I mean? That's hilarious.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Those are great. That's fun. That's good. Well, definitely a fun time for sure. All right. Also, real quick, I want to say our air quality is good. It's 46, which is similar to yesterday at this time, and so it's good to know that our air quality is good too. So we're breathing good quality air.
Awesome.
Yay! So
get out and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Holly, I want to go. Yesterday morning, I did report on. We had a. I just went blank. On Orchard Road there was a pole that was hit by a semi. The semi driver did move on, so they weren't for sure who actually hit it, but it was hit and it was cracked, and they got it repaired, and hats off to them. And I think that was a lot to do. I think it was a big job to do, but hats off for them to do that. And they're just asking, you know, for everyone to please be patient and please be kind. And they talk about the signage. People are wanting more signs. That is something I found this out, and this is really interesting. The state does not put signs on county roads.
Really?
Yeah, so that is for the county to do.
Oh.
So that's I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, because a lot of people were like, get some signs, and there is a sign, no trucks through. But then you see, okay, like I'm not, because we have to have our truck drivers, and our truck drivers are so important. Okay?
Yes.
And I'm 100% with our truck drivers, okay? Because, you know, we get groceries, we get food, and we wouldn't have toilet paper, we'd have truck drivers, right?
We'd have nothing.
Have we not learned how important, right? So it's just like farmers. Our farmers, our truck drivers, these are solids, these are our staples, these are our people, our America, right? This is how we do things, okay? How we eat, how we get supplies. So, but I see where they're trying to figure this out, and the GPSs are the ones that are like sending them down these roads
Right.
that are not designed for a truck, a big truck, you know. And it's sad, but it's, you know, it's just something that I hope that they can update the GPSs. I think that's, and also get some signage for, you know, how
Like
directions
detour
on
signs.
detours and how to do, where to go.
I definitely think that that we need more detour signs for
That's
those.
what I think everybody's
Because
wanting.
if you're coming from out of town, like, it's hard enough for people who live in town
Yeah.
to navigate where to go. But if you're from out of town, you have no idea.
Oh.
And you rely on those the big, bright orange detour signs or whatever to tell you what direction to go, especially if you're the bigger trucks.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you get in some tight spaces, and it's, you know, how you going to turn around and get out of that predicament. So.
Right. Well, I think that's something that needs to be maybe more signage, and that's what, you know, everybody has asked for. You know, please give us more signage for those, to realize that, you know, and I think that some of the, like, it tells, you know, like directions, there could be other directions that they could go in.
Right.
But the GPS is not telling them that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that in that you have to be like, they, you know, they're doing their best.
Absolutely.
So you have to give them grace on that. You
Absolutely.
know? But also, on the other hand, you also realize that it's a lot whenever they take out a big pole like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look
And it could
at
be
how
very,
many it affects.
well, it could be very
know?
dangerous.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's something you don't want. You know, and I have seen, you know, and I saw actually going on Market Street there as you're coming in, they were bringing a mobile home.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Holly. I mean,
oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and the driver did a fantastic job.
Uh-huh.
But it was just like, I was like, oh, I would be, you know
I'd
what I
be
mean?
scared out of my wits.
Well, yeah,
Trying to navigate
I was
through
just
that.
like, yeah, I mean, it was a big, and he did it,
Right.
but you can imagine on that road, that just, no, it was just, but that was his route that he was going, you know?
Because that GPS.
Yeah. So they're really trying to route everybody, like, and you know, I've talked with the mayor, I've talked with the sheriff. It's a lot to, like, they're really trying to keep people, like, going through Palmyra and Mitchell and going that route.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? For anybody going, you know, that direction. They're trying to keep them out of here.
I know there has to be a way, though, to change it on those GPSs. I've seen
There
it
is.
done
They're
before.
supposed to be, they did. And for whatever reason, though, it changes, like, regularly, so I guess they just have to keep it on it. I don't know, or
Right.
something. Yeah, so they do try to change them and give an alternate route, you know, but I don't know. So I think that they're trying to keep people away just to go around. But it's a long way around.
Yeah.
And your GPS usually wants to take you the quickest,
shortest route.
Because do we not all want that, right?
Yes.
Give me the quickest
We
route.
like the instant gratification.
Absolutely. Instead of going all around.
Yeah.
You know, when I talk, I circle the wagon many times. So I'm used to going around the long way around, you know what I mean? So but also we live here and we know this. You know, for people that don't know, you know, and that's sad. So I think the moral of what I'm trying to say is, so the outtake of what I'm trying to say is, everybody just please, let's have grace for each other. Let's please have understanding, and let's try to help each other out, I guess,
Yes.
you know. And I've seen a lot of happy people, but then I've seen a lot of road rage, and I just really, you know, I know.
The longer it goes, it's, you know,
a little bit more.
It is going to be a little bit more, probably, yeah.
So
Just be patient with one another.
Smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grin.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Shine in.
That's right.
Face it with a grin. Smilers never lose. Frowners never win. Remember that? Let the sun shine in. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's the moral of the story. All right. We're on to the 7th day of April. Today is Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Day.
Yay!
Go, Holly!
Yay!
Yay for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
The
how far
things
women
we-
have come. Seriously.
Look at that.
Seriously.
Look where we're going. All kinds of great places.
I mean, even just in my lifetime,
Oh.
you know, to see the changes that have happened with women.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it was
It's huge.
talking. We had on Wednesday. Brad was here, and he was talking, and we were talking about, like, one of the today's is equal pay for women, and he was like, Walmart. They completely, you know, comply to that. You know, they do that. You know,
Yes.
they do. It's not the male or female. It's the job.
You don't even think about it. You just
No,
right.
and so yes, and I think that's something that is kind of a thing that hopefully we've hurdled over, right?
I hope so. I'm going to tell a story of my mom. Hopefully, if she's listening, she doesn't care. But when she, I'm an only child, so I'm her only child. So when
it was your way, it was
my
your
way
world.
home.
It was your
but
world.
when she was pregnant with me, she worked at a bank, and I don't even know where at, but she worked at a bank.
All right.
It wasn't in this county, so,
right, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Some state
okay,
far, far away,
wherever it's at. But she worked at a bank, and when she worked out front, as a teller.
Yeah.
Well, when she started showing, because she was pregnant, they made her work in the back. She could no longer work in the front because they didn't want the perception of that in the front. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah, that's very
And again,
sad.
that's just been a my
No,
life.
I know.
Like that, I was
it's-
involved with that.
Yeah,
You know,
you were.
I was involved. I was
you
part
were
of that.
causing that, Ollie.
That's right.
No, it's really crazy. And now, let's go back now. They were like, I mean, they did the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
Yes. With
child. I mean, we've come a long way. You know, I mean, now like
nursing mothers. I mean, look how far they're nursing.
Oh, absolutely. You know? Yeah. So it's totally a big. It's crazy to think that. You know what I mean?
It is.
In such a beautiful. I mean, I'm sure your mother was radiant and beautiful. I mean, you know, because motherhood is just like none other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I'm sure she was radiant and beautiful, and I would want her greeting me.
And you think now, like, that doesn't even come to mind.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
No, not at
like,
all.
Like, it's just part of what it is.
Yeah.
But I still think about that, like how horrible.
Yeah, that's
you know.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
wasn't right.
We've come a long way, baby.
We have come a long way, baby. Go women.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now you know, what I mean, and they wear half shirts and show their bellies pregnant.
Yes, they.
I never wanted to do that. I don't know that anybody wanted to see that, but you know what I mean. But I sure did.
It was just the whole change of clothes of what was appropriate then and now is
big difference.
Big difference.
Okay, so it's an Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Day. Hats off. This is Good Friday. Hospital Admitting Clerks Day. Hats off to all of those. You know.
Oh my gosh.
You talk about.
I wouldn't want that job.
No, I mean, right? I mean, no, I mean they really, because like, if they're admitting you, sometimes like there could be an emergency.
Yes.
And they're trying to get your details, your information, and then you're like.
And the people trying to sign, like if the person that's actually needing the services isn't able to, then whoever their significant other, spouse, parent, whoever it is, trying to check them in, sometimes they're hysterical.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Well, sure.
And they're just trying to get back to their person.
Yeah, right.
Which is why I sort of like the way they do you can do online check-in now.
I did not know that.
Okay. Where they'll send you the stuff and then you just do it like from your phone.
Oh.
So that way you're still sitting with your loved one wherever they're at in the hospital, signing them in.
That's good.
And then if admissions has a question, then they can come to you.
Yeah.
At that point.
But you go back and you think about like, you know, them sitting there trying to get all that information and yeah, so hats off to them.
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes you get like ones that are really kind of funny or really nice, and I appreciate that, you know. So I appreciate that. International Beaver Day. And we're going to have some beaver dams to get some of this water out of here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
beavers are pretty. I like beavers.
Yeah, they are. I think they can really be a little bit of a nuisance sometimes. I think.
Sometimes they can be.
Holly and I are, they're so cute and pretty, and there's people saying they're a nuisance.
But I still say God's given a purpose to every animal.
Oh, I know,
world,
Holly.
so
we can't
figure
out the tick and the flies and all that. But I thought of you the other day because I thought I could see Holly Thompson telling me there's a purpose.
There's a purpose.
It was one of those nasty black crows.
Don't know what they are, but there's a purpose.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I for sure don't know. When I saw that black crow, I was like, what are you doing? And I thought Holly Thompson would tell me, they have a purpose, Becky.
That's like the ticks are already out.
Oh, are they ever?
And I'm already...
Have you mushroom hunted? Have you gone mushroom hunting?
Yes. Haven't found anything because I've just done it in my backyard because I got the woods in behind my house. The little teeny tiny ticks are out, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Like the other day, I wrapped myself up and I was sitting there spraying with my off or tea tree oil or whatever I was using at the moment, saying, "Please don't let any ticks get on me."
Yeah. No, and I don't remember like when I was a child. I mean, like I always never thought about the ticks like that. And these little bitty ones, I don't remember you know what I mean. I don't know. These little things.
I don't remember the little bitty
I don't
ones. I just
either,
remember
no.
the regular size ticks.
Yes, regular size ticks. Now we got these.
But even
micro...
as kids, we romped through the woods all the time as
Oh.
kids. I never put off on.
No.
I never thought a thing about it.
Didn't.
But I also don't remember getting ticks on me like we do
No,
now.
that's what. No, exactly.
You know?
I don't remember. No,
Mm-mm.
and that's what I mean, I literally, like, I told you I had that, and anybody eating breakfast, I'm so sorry, but I literally was digging, and I guess I came up on. I don't know. I don't know anything about them.
Mhm.
Okay,
I don't
but
either.
I mean, and
I just know I don't like them.
Yeah. And I guess I came up on their mothership or their, like, it was something, I don't know, they had a colony there, and they all just started going up my leg. It was like a scare. It was like, what's the Stephen King? You know, you know how you like all that stuff.
Yes, I do.
It was like one of those scary movies. It was going up my legs because I had shorts on. So what I did, here's what I did. So, I mean, like they just, I mean, it was like, no, a lot. No, it was like something that, like a scary movie. So I went zooming in, okay, and I started taking a hot shower.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't want to do that. You want to take cold. Cold will knock them off.
Oh. Okay.
So in the hot shower, they just started biting. Oh, like and started, yeah, or whatever. Or they not biting, but attaching or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Sucking the blood out.
Yeah. So you want to take a cold shower. That's what everybody said. You did wrong, because it was. I'm watching me. I'm itching right now, just thinking. Oh, so I have that. No, I mean I'm just like I
don't want any
I would
bug that's
almost
going to attach themselves to me. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, no.
Got no strings on me. All right, Pinocchio.
Well, I don't like
right?
mosquitoes
No, I don't
either
want
because they want to, you know. Like,
and mosquitoes, I did studies. Like, I do my studies on this. Mosquitoes are just like people. They pick, like, there's certain people they like. I know, is that a huge compliment that we're liked so well?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I know. Liked by, that'd be on your resume. Liked by mosquitoes. Ooh, she's good. She's gotta hire her. Anyway, but no, they pick certain people because, like, have you ever been like with a group and like somebody's like that one person that just keeps getting bit, and the other
Yes.
people are like, oh, I haven't been bit. You know what I mean? It's certain like blood type, certain just chemistry.
I'm usually one that gets bit.
Yeah, me too. Me
I've
too.
already been bit this year too.
Me
a couple
too.
weeks
Me
ago.
too. I'm gonna
Sitting
go
out
off
on the deck.
and I'm gonna go off the beaten path real quick. I'm gonna go squirrel real quick. I'm going off because
Okay.
when I talked about blood, you know, and I'm not saying this because I'm a blood donor. I mean that I give, you know, that I donate blood, but I just thought this was cool. I've never had this happen, so I donated blood, and the Red Cross sent me an email and told me where my blood went,
Really?
and it went to a VA hospital
Uh-huh.
to help veterans.
Yeah.
I almost cried
That is
because,
so cool.
like, and I'm not giving any praise to me because people all around us and people do it every day, donate blood, and I'm not any exception. I'm not anything special. That meant so much to me that they
Yes.
told me that made it more real.
Yes.
Like, you know how, like, you know you're doing it, but then when you realize that it's going to someone, a veteran, I was just like, I was so
Yeah.
appreciative that they told me that, and I think they're going to do that more often. Tell you that.
That's a great idea.
And I'm happy that they're doing that. So I'm going to give a shout out to them on that because
I can't give blood,
okay.
so
Well,
sad for me.
Because
I want to give blood, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, and not everybody can, right? And that's okay. You know what I mean? But for those that can, roll up your sleeve and give it. You know,
Yes.
give the gift of life. But it's and I just was just happy to know. I mean, and I'm not saying that there's nothing. I'm not bragging or anything like that. I was only pointing out that they're
Of what they're doing
with it, and I love that because if
Yes.
I knew, I mean, I think that makes me just really want to make sure that I don't miss an opportunity.
I think that's great that they're doing that.
Yeah, I think so too. So, all right. So anybody that's donated blood lately, you probably have received an email about that, and I thought that was cool. So.
That is.
All right. Okay. International Beaver. I don't know how whoever
Don't
Beaver
know.
it is. I know. Holly,
Don't
we're
know.
everywhere. International Day of Reflection on 1994 Rwanda Genocide. GENOCIDE. International Snail Papers Day, and it shows the newspaper, Snail Papers.
Oh,
Yes, they're now.
the actual
Yeah.
paper newspapers.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Metric System Day.
Don't like
It
the
did
metric
not
system.
pass.
Don't
So
like
why are we still talking about it, right?
Right.
National Beer Day. Boy, there's been a lot of controversy about beer.
Has there?
Yeah.
I don't like beer.
I don't drink beer.
I don't like the flavor. My dad likes the flavor of beer. I
need my brain cells. I really, Holly.
I just don't like. I think it's the flavor of the hops, and I've tried like the lighter beers, the darker beers, like, but the hops, I can taste the hops or whatever it is in everyone. I just don't like that flavor. Just no.
Okay.
It's just. I would rather have like a little pina colada or something.
Oh,
little sweet drink.
I think now I do like. Is it beer cheese? Have you ever had that?
Yes.
Now
that's a different.
Yeah, but they've
wax,
cooked all the beer out. You know what I mean? Just like I've told you, I've steamed hot dogs in beer.
Yes.
There used to place it.
Or what is it? They call that drunken chicken, where you use the beer to cook the chicken with in your oven or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I've never tried that personally, but I've had one of them. It was really good.
It looks good. Yeah. Yeah.
Because again, I'm not gonna go buy a beer.
And women used to go back. Let's go back. We were talking about the 80s and stuff. You wash your hair in beer.
Yes.
That was a thing.
That was a thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember a lot of girls grabbing their dad's beers and washing their hair, and their dad be screaming, "What are you doing? What are you doing? That's my beer."
Yeah.
All right. So it's for my hair.
And mayonnaise for the conditioner.
Yes. Oh yeah. Good old mayonnaise treatment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lay it on for just a little bit.
Yes.
Make a fruit salad.
I never did the beer one, but I did the mayonnaise.
I never did the beer either.
And the lemon juice to lighten my hair.
Oh, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd squeeze lemons everywhere and go outside. Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
And when Sun In came out.
Oh my gosh! And
that
was
a
horrible
miracle
for your hair, wasn't it? It was so bad for your hair.
But I got my hair like almost white.
Wait, I am crying. I've not heard that forever.
Yeah.
That Sun In stuff.
In.
That is hilarious. I
was in 10th grade.
Yeah.
So it would have had to have been like 84, 85.
Oh my gosh.
When I remember Sun In.
Yeah.
Now it may have come out a little bit before that. I don't remember. But when I first used it, I took my hair all the way to white.
Oh yeah, and then you'd squirt it, and then you'd blow dry your hair.
Yes.
Do you know how horrible that is for your hair? I mean,
horrible.
Oh my goodness, so
horrible.
Much fun though. Yes, I remember that. And then like you lay out with butter, put butter all over you, and lay out.
Blister your skin with that butter.
It's
like we're frying.
I know, like fried chicken here. You know? All the things that we do, right? And I talked about that the other day. There's not a person, and I remember like when you go through middle school, it's especially like putting that self tanner on, and then you'd go to school and they'd say, "Did you put self tanner on?" No, and then but your palms are orange.
Yeah. Especially in the crevices where, between the fingers.
Or like you do your legs and you forget to do your feet.
Yes.
And there was your white feet showing.
Yes. No, I didn't use that. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, how times
Thank goodness the internet, or thank goodness we didn't have Facebook back then or whatever, or photos like that.
Can
you imagine the photos that would be taken like that?
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Wasn't even the cell phones when
I was in high school. Isn't that awesome that we didn't have the goodness on that?
Goodness.
Yeah. National Coffee Cake Day. I love coffee cake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with a big cup of coffee.
Yummy.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
National Making the First Move Day. Making the first move.
I never did. Because of the way I was taught, I was taught by my parents that the man made the first move. You know what I mean?
I love you so much because I was going to say professionally, like in work.
No,
when you're talking about relationship. That's hilarious. Okay, Holly. So
the man asked. And that's the way I was taught. Now I've taught my daughters different since then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different generation.
Now my daughters make the first move, asking boys out. But I was always taught the boy has to ask you out.
I know.
The boy has to ask you to marry them. The boy has to, and again, because it comes from our old ways that we were taught, know.
Yeah.
And again, I've tried to teach my girls it's equal. Yeah. So if you want to ask them, you ask them.
Yeah. Well, and I think you're right. Yeah, going back, yes. Yeah, you waited for them to make the move.
Yes.
But now you think about it and like how scary for them. You know what I mean? To make that move, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They needed, it's funny, but yes.
It's so awkward.
Very awkward.
So awkward. You think about, because usually you're at a movie or something like that, and they go to hold your hand, and, it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you see that hand coming over, and you're like,
no.
No.
Let's
go back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like they yawn and the arm goes around you. No. You know what I mean? right?
Nope.
Or just the opposite. You know what I mean? They're not. You know what I mean? They don't know. They're scared to death. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the sweat up on their brow. It's like,
It is.
it's
You
so
think about
funny.
those awkward. I guess that's why I always tell my daughters too. The teenage years are your learning years.
Oh my goodness.
They're a little awkward.
Well, and then sometimes like someone could be sending a message and the other one doesn't pick it up. You know what I mean? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Or you get a mixed message.
You may be sending the message that, hey, I'm interested, I want to be your girlfriend. He doesn't get it, and so he goes and asks your best friend out or something, and you're like, how did that happen?
Boy, you just said that. Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because
yeah.
I've had that happen too.
Look at this. I'm telling you, relationships 101 right here. I'm telling you. Well, making the first move, and I think we're in now where people are more transparent, and if you have a feeling or you feel that, just tell it. Just tell it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario is no.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
they're just, no, I'm not really, whatever.
It doesn't seem to affect the kids these days like it did us.
No, not at all.
They don't, I don't know. It's just different.
Yeah.
Different generation. Still trying to adjust.
I wonder if it doesn't, or if they mask it better, if they cover it up better.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just
It
like.
just seems like they don't care what they say to each other.
No, I know. They just, it's like, no, I agree.
They just blast out and there it is, and,
I agree.
go on with it.
Yeah. And I think too, like, what I feel like a lot of times, like, let's say you go on, we're talking about dating now. If you go to, like, years ago, like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, if I had to do it all over again, I'd say, okay, I want to go get pizza. I go, right? No, I mean, like, we didn't use our voice as much.
No.
Right?
I wholeheartily agree. Like, what do you want to do? I don't care.
Well, because I also didn't know how much money do you have? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Let me see your. Now I'd say, let me see your wallet, or what are we talking? You know what I mean? Or give me a.
Are we talking eating? Are we talking going to the movies?
Or one or the other.
Going
or
to
both.
a game
yeah.
or something.
I think that's the thing too. I never wanted to put someone in an awkward position on that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But again, the generational differences back then, when I was growing up, the man paid for the date.
Yeah, no.
Where now, it could be you both split it.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Or
yeah.
it's like, who's got the money?
Yeah.
That's who's going to pay.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Well, I think that's, I think you were talking, I was more old-fashioned on that too.
Yes.
And even though, like, it wasn't that it was just like, I think that was just a nice gesture.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was just a nice gesture. But I also didn't want to take advantage of that. So I think that was probably the reason that we said, I don't know, just let them kind of figure out what we're going to do, you know what I mean, on that, I guess. But I always had backup. I always had money in my purse. In case.
Well, now they Snapchat about it for a week before they go on their date or whatever.
Well,
so
they don't they just meet me. You know what I mean? It's. I feel like, hang on. Now we're going somewhere. Oh, we're going deep now.
You got to try not to go
like
down this rabbit hole.
Well, I feel like sometimes, like, dating doesn't get as much as it used to.
No.
You know what I mean? Like the pickup, like you know what I mean? Like my mom and dad, like when you pulled up, they wanted him to come in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't just honk the horn and
they have to come in. The parents have to meet them.
And then, you know what I mean? And then I think that's nice. You know what I mean? And then, and I always enjoyed it as a mother, like when somebody would pull up to pick up one of my girls, and talking to them, and just, you know what I mean? I always usually kind of embarrassed my girls, but
because like my oldest. Because my youngest isn't there yet, thank God. But my oldest, she'll be like, so are you wanting him to come in so you can meet him, Mom? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I do. I want him to have the respect to come to the house, meet the parents.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then I can take a picture of his driver's license.
Wait, you are so
and his
funny.
and his license plate.
What blood type are you? Could you tell me? Just wanting to know.
If you're having my daughter, I'm going.
Well, I think the thing too is, I think it's nice to do that, but I think dating it's different now, and I don't know that it goes through all of the motions that we went through.
It doesn't.
It doesn't go through all the motions that we went through. You know,
they just hang out.
Yeah.
It's not real. Like, they still do dates, but it's more like go to the mall or go out to eat or go to like they'll still do those kinds of things, but it's just mainly hanging out.
And it's a lot of friends sometimes.
Mhm.
They're involved. It's not the one-on-one.
Right.
It's not the go out. You know what I mean, like that.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's just, and we're not.
My daughters definitely tell me how old I am every time we get in this conversation,
Well,
because it's different. It's so much
It's so
different.
Well,
than-
and you know, when we talk about that, this group, this generation, I've told you before, like hotels, you know, the hotel, they're making like the rooms littler, and they're making the social area bigger because
Right.
people like to just go and socialize more.
Right.
So you know what I mean? And I love socializing.
where I want
but-
the big hotel room with the kitchenette in it.
Jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi tub. I want to stay in my room and enjoy that.
I know.
Again,
I know.
different generations.
Different generations, totally different. Yeah.
Different generations.
But so
neither
anyway,
one of them wrong.
So making the first move, yes, day. So
Mhm.
make the first move. So. You know.
So you were talking work and I was talking
Well,
relationships.
I was scared to go the other direction. But
Sorry.
No, you boldly took me. It's okay. It's all right. You made the first move, Holly.
I think we handled it well.
Well, yeah, but on work too. Like I do think, you know, in work too, that if you're like, okay, Holly, I'm sure, you know, as if somebody comes to you at work and makes the first move and say, I really want to advance in my job, where can I, you know, how can I do that? What can I do, you know, to get where I want to be? You know what I mean? Making the first move and talking to someone is a good thing. You know what I mean?
It is.
And saying, hey, I really want to, you know, to go further with my career here. You know what I mean, right? And I'm sure you would appreciate that. And I think
Yes.
that you would be very receptive to that.
Yes.
And I think making the first move of talking to someone, and that's the thing I'm at. Like I always try to tell the girls and stuff, communicating, letting someone know, you know, just what your intentions are, what you're wanting to do. Oh, let's go back to intentions. Let's go back in the Civil War or whatever, when they wanted to date somebody. Remember they had to write a letter of intention?
Yes.
Now let's go that. I'd like to see some of the ones that I dated writing some letters of intention. I'd like to see my dad, or my Don
My
Martin.
dad would be, I got an intention for you.
Don Martin receiving a letter of intention. Yeah.
Because back
So,
then, my dad
wasn't
hung
it
the
the Civil
shotguns
War?
on the walls still.
What? No, wasn't it the Civil War? Or wasn't it then? Remember, they'd have to write letters of intention.
Yes.
You remember, you go back in the.
Yes. Yes. Well, and also, like when I
Dear
when I
Mr.
look
and Mrs. Martin, oh my goodness.
Can you imagine?
Well,
if
my
that was
mom
our
would
time?
love it. Mom would love that. I don't know, Dad would be like, oh, he would have words.
Oh, that'd be hysterical.
I know, but right? I mean, so look how we've come. So then, from back then, what they thought, you know what I mean? You go back years ago, how it was done, right?
Yeah.
Courting or whatever, right? Come sit
Well,
in the parlor or whatever.
And again, like as far as dress, because when I was a teenager, I was all about blue jeans, t-shirts, comfort, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And you go back and it's like you had to wear the dresses,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so awkward in dresses. It's not even funny. It's I never would have made it.
Well, you would have made it, Holly. You would have made you would have, yeah. But it is different, yeah.
It
so
is
that's,
different.
Yeah, so you go back even to that. That would have
Yeah.
been totally different to us. you know,
Yes.
and think about how they saw us. you know.
Right.
They probably
And
say,
they wore
"Those kids."
they usually wore the little pill hats or whatever, you know. I mean, they were very put together ladies.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. Like I love
And taking
looking at
naps, like
those
they would have
pictures.
big days and like take naps and, you know what I mean, right? Oh, I think that'd be fun.
There's a lot of things about the past, like past century. There's a lot of things that I like about it. You know, that
Makes
I
me
would.
want to watch Gone with the Wind.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, some of those things, yeah.
Mhm.
It would be interesting to have been a part of that. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah.
Just a little taste of it.
Now that's all you would have. Remember, women couldn't eat like that.
No.
You know.
One of those little corsets they wore. Should I talk about being uncomfortable in a dress? Imagine me
Yeah,
in a
really
corset.
cinch that up.
Have mercy.
Yeah.
No. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Yeah. All right,
We
national.
need to move on from
okay.
this.
All right, National No Housework Day. Giddy up.
Every day.
Hello, hello. I said yesterday my house is my sick friend, and I need to go visit my sick friend. So I tell the girls we have a sick friend that needs to be visited. Yeah. So anyway, I did work a little bit on my sick friend, but I need to keep on working.
Yesterday I was cutting I was too late. I know I was too late. I should have already done it. I know I'm a bad person for it. Okay, whatever.
What?
But the hostas, my hostas are already coming up, and I had not cut the stems off yet in the fall.
Yeah.
Like I forgot in the fall to cut the stems off.
Yeah.
So last night I'm like hurrying up and cutting the stems off because they're already like 2 inches tall. You know, I'm like, I got to get these cut off before the hostas start coming up.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind.
Well, you know what? It's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? And then people are mowing now. I mean,
Yes,
people are mowing.
I mowed this week. Thankfully,
Did
I
you
got
mow?
the mowing in before
Oh,
the
wow.
storm
During
came.
the rain. Yeah, you did
Yeah.
good then if you got it in.
And it was too high. I should have done it last week.
Well, mowing. You got mowing. Yeah, the grass grows so fast.
Yes.
And
Springtime.
then there's so much to do, you know,
Yes.
and then just if you know, I don't know, just so much it seems like.
But it was so nice to mow. Like I
You do love mowing.
love, because I do the riding lawnmower part.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the weed eating. I can't do the push mow. But I love the riding lawnmower part because it's so tranquil. It's like you can get in your, I do a lot of thinking or just releasing, and just kind of being with nature. Look, I love mowing.
All right. Well, if I need some mowing,
Don't want to do it all the time.
do it time, but yeah.
But
well,
it's nice.
Yeah, definitely. Well, 'tis the season, and yeah, so fun. National Pet Health Insurance Day. It's crazy how much insurance that people take out on their pets now.
You never even used to hear of pet insurance.
No, but it's a
Ever.
thing. It's a thing.
But nowadays, pets are just like kids to some people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And probably you and I are.
I am one of those people. They are my children.
I literally got Zeus a new collar.
But I don't have insurance on them.
No, I don't have. I know. Mine are mine are running crazy. Mine don't have it either.
No.
But I got Zeus a new collar.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
and it's a
did?
fancy collar, and I
Fancy.
really think he really thinks he's shining. He's been prancing. He literally it's been hilarious since that new collar. He just thinks he's just.
Oh,
Yeah,
makes them feel good.
It's a Western collar.
Nice.
Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm like, oh, you are. And then he loves what I do. Oh, you are such a handsome. And he starts prancing and just gets so excited.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know he knows that he's looking good. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that new collar.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He gets excited, and he likes a new bed. He likes a new dog bed. You know what I mean? A bed and a new collar just makes him feel so pretty.
My German Shepherd shares our bed.
Oh, is that right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Usually I have.
Well, that saves you on buying those big pillows.
Yeah.
Because those big pillows get pricey.
Well, she thinks she's human.
Well,
She thinks that she's a human.
Well.
And she's probably right.
They say that everybody should have a dog. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm a dog person.
I am too. Yeah.
I like my cats too, but I'm a dog person.
Yeah. I do too. I like my dogs too. And I do have big cats too. Yeah. Here you go. Poet in a Cupcake Day. There you go, Holly Thompson.
Oh,
and
my
it's showing
goodness.
beautiful cupcakes. If you were going to make cupcakes for us this morning, what would you make us?
It's Easter, weekend, so I would probably do like a lemon, let's do white cupcake with lemon filling, and then do a green grass tip, and then do some like little jelly beans or something like that on the grass. How about that? Would that be nice?
I'm in, Holly. I am in, right? I'm in. I'm so much in. Yeah. You've got me, girl. Okay.
Lemon's a good spring flavor.
I do too, and it's just refreshing.
It is.
I like a refreshing. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I do like a good cupcake. I think.
Or we could do a lemon cupcake with the lemon curd filling, and then make a strawberry buttercream.
Oh.
For the top, and have strawberry lemon
crazy over
cupcake.
there. You're really moving. Yeah, you're really thinking out of the box. Have you tried the Dolly Parton cupcakes?
No.
Or cake?
No.
They're delicious. They're Dolly Parton is.
Where's that at?
At the grocery store. You can
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Dolly Parton cake, and they're the box. And she's come out now. She's got brownies. I've not had the brownies, but the cake. She has the cake that I had. 2 different kinds. She has a coconut cake. If you like coconut cake, it's delicious.
Oh, I do like coconut.
And it's so good. And I added a little extra coconut to it. honestly, you really don't even have to have it. It's so sweet and so good. You really don't even have to have frosting. I know it sounds silly, but it's just like,
Wow.
it's just so good.
And so it's what, in the cake mix aisle?
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was so excited. So I was waiting for it to cool.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, before I frosted, I did get frosting.
Mm-hmm.
But I just started nibbling, and I was like, forget this. I don't need, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's in the cake aisle.
Oh, yeah.
And then they also have a banana, which I took bananas and cut them up and put them in.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really good. It's a banana cake. Yeah, really good. And
That
they have
sounds
the
good.
frosting for them. And then now they have brownies, and it's really good. Yeah, so you got to try it.
Yeah.
It's a really cute box. Of course, it's Dolly Parton, right? So of course
How
the
can it
box.
not be cute?
How could it not be adorable, right? Yeah. So
I love Dolly.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. This is also Public Television Day. All right.
Okay.
Student Government Day. Hats off to that.
Yes,
You know, I mean, that really
yes.
teaches a lot, and it teaches them a lot about government,
Yes.
which we need. You know, we were talking about that the other day. A lot of times, you know, you don't always understand everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's good to know that. And I think that
And you only
helps.
get bits and pieces about what people want to give you,
Yeah.
and not everything.
Yeah, so I think it's important. You know,
Mhm.
World Health Day, taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Holly, how important is that?
It's very important to take care of yourself.
You probably see at Salem Crossing, like the ones that have taken care of. I mean, you know, it's hard sometimes to reverse some of the damage that we've done
Mhm.
to our bodies, right?
I'm gonna be one of those. I'm not gonna be able to reverse the damage.
No, but I mean, it's important to have World Health. I mean, take care of yourself. But
Mhm.
but the good thing that I always say is that you can start making yourself better. You know what I mean, right?
We've gotten residents there before that like have, unfortunately had an accident, a fracture, or whatever, and they need to rehab.
Right.
And it's like before that had happened to them, there was this one gentleman that we had years back, and he was still running 5 and 8 miles a day, and he was like 90-something years old.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
I
my
mean, that
gosh.
was fantastic.
I love that.
You know,
Holly. Yeah, that's fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, and taking care of, and he got into that routine.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just taking. So even if you can't do that, whatever you do,
Yes.
just taking care of your health. I mean, that's so important. You know, and it can make such a difference. You know, on how you feel, what you do. You know, and the body a lot of times, even though like, some people, oh, I'm too far gone or whatever.
Yeah.
The body will start healing itself.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's really cool how God made us. You know what I mean? There's some things that probably will not be able to be reversed or whatever. You know what I mean? But there are some things that can, and I think that's, you know, taking care of yourself. I think that helps a lot of your physical.
Yes.
And I think when we talk about World Health Day, we're talking physical and mental.
And mental.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which we've come to that where how important mental health is too.
Well, and especially this day, and because we've become such a fast society in every way, and I think that also affects more mental than physical sometimes.
Right.
You know.
And we know that a lot of mental can add to physical.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
And a lot of physical can add to mental.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to take care of both.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Have that balance.
For sure. And if you're not 100%, just try the best you can do.
Mhm.
Do your best.
Yep.
World Health Organization. There we go. So get out and enjoy.
Woohoo.
All right, so Holly, let's talk. We got Easter, and this is Good Friday, and I do want to remind everybody that Cross Across the County is going on, so please be careful. If you see them, see a large group, and they'll see the big cross, and the police officers are always fantastic about making sure that everybody stays safe. So please be very, safe on that. If you are driving by, you might honk at them. They love that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? And it's so cool when you see it.
It is.
It's such a testimony right there, just seeing it. So we have that, and then of course Sunday is Easter, and so do you have Easter plans, Holly?
No.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I laid my ham out yesterday, because
Yeah.
have to do the Easter ham.
Yeah. How are you preparing your ham?
So I'm going to do a new way.
Cooking with Holly. Yeah.
I found a new way that I want to do it this year.
Oh,
So I'm going
I
to take
love-
because I have a ham that it's a fresh ham that I bought, from the butcher or whatever. And so I'm going to take that and I'm going to wrap it up in Reynolds foil with some water to add some moisture, and I'm going to cook it like that for a while, good while. And then
Are you putting anything on it?
not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just trying to add the moisture to the ham.
Okay.
And then after that, Then I'm going to take and I'm going to do a honey butter. And I'm going to cook it a little bit more with a whipped honey butter that I'm going to make. And then once that's cooked in a little bit more too, then I'm going to take some like brown sugar, because I don't want the brown sugar to burn, you know. So the brown sugar will be the very last piece that I add onto it for that sweetness. So what do you think?
You had me. I'm there. I will be there, okay? I will bring the rolls. I don't know. I'll bring something. I don't know. I'll bring the... so what about then, are you, now your display, do you put pineapple on it?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. The family doesn't like pineapple.
Okay. I just didn't know how you display it, you know?
I
Because
know.
my mom years ago would take like the pineapple, put it on, and then the cherry with a toothpick and put it around.
And I also can't use cloves because they don't like the cloves either.
Oh.
So that's why I'm just doing like
Tough crowd.
It is tough crowd. It is tough
Mine's
crowd.
tough. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Mine's not crazy about that either. And I do have some that say don't put the pineapple on. So
Yeah.
I don't put the pineapple either. Because the reason I'm trying to, every year or every time, of course, right now, the Po Boys barbecue, he's smoking hams for people.
Oh,
And now
really?
that's I'm telling you right now, that's the way to go. And I'll tell you why. Because, like, you do so much trying to get ready for the meal. You know what I mean? And when you can outsource it, like if somebody can smoke your ham for you and go ahead and like do that, because he's going to stay up all night long and fix that.
Oh my goodness.
No, and I asked him, I said, how are you going to do it? Like, would you have to pick it up on a Saturday? And he said, you can pick it up on Saturday if you want. Or if Sunday morning you want to go get that ham, you can go get it.
Oh, wow.
So that's a blessing. So like, you know, like while you're trying to clean your house and get your house ready and let's say you do your sides, because there's sides that take some time.
Yeah.
So while you're doing all that, if you want to go get a smoked ham, he's got smoked hams he's selling down there. So that's nice to have that. It's and I found because I have a huge group. There's a lot.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. That outsourcing some things
Yeah.
are not bad. It's
No.
it's really nice to do that.
It saves some time.
Absolutely. And it's just it works well. Because that's one thing, you know, and you still come out a hero.
Right.
You know. And just like over here, so let's say you get your ham there and then you go over here at Walmart and you can get some sides and stuff
Or even desserts.
the desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have that this is one that I love over there, and it's not for the fam, it's for individual, but they have one that it's coconut cake and it's a smaller.
I love their coconut cakes.
I'm telling you right now, that and a cup of coffee. I'm a happy girl. I am. No, I mean really. If you're ever wanting something from me, bring me one of those.
Okay.
Okay, because more than
Coconut
likely,
cake.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of that, Holly, guess what came in?
What?
Holiday World tickets. Yay! Spring has arrived.
Yay!
Holiday World tickets have arrived. No, I'm serious. That's a glorious day.
That
That
is
right there
awesome.
shows me that, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I've got Louisville Bat tickets. I've got Reds tickets. I've got White Sox up in Chicago. I've got Holiday World tickets. Yeah,
Oh, my
more and
goodness.
other tickets coming up. I've got concert tickets coming up. So yes, so I was super. That means spring is here, baby.
My daughters are like, we have never talked to concerts before. They're like, Mom, we want to go to a concert. I'm like, where are my baby girls at?
Oh, concerts are so much fun. They are. They're a lot of fun.
I've only been to 2 myself in my entire, or was it 3?
I about
3.
spit
I've
my
been
coffee
to 3
out. Well, Holly
in my entire
Thompson,
life. That's it.
we got to change that
That's it.
real quick. This is the summer of Holly concerts. Okay.
I've done Def Leppard.
Oh, I did that. Are they not? I did them 3 or 4 times. I love Def
I
Leppard.
did that when I was like going to Ball State in my college year. So I've been to Def Leppard. I've been to Kid Rock. And I've been to, oh my gosh, she just went completely out of my mind and See Her Dancing. You have to come back to me on that.
Okay. We'll put
But
a
I've
pin in that.
only been to 3.
Oh.
That's it. Yeah.
We need to get you concert. We need to concert you up. Yeah.
Because a lot of my people at work, they go to that. What's the one that comes out in the summer? It's like 3 or 4 days long.
Oh, and I have tickets for that.
They like
coming
to
up.
talk about that and how.
Okay,
how
you have
wonderful
Bourbon
it
and
is.
Beyond, and then the I just went blank. How could I go blank on that?
See, same way I went blank on.
It's the oh my goodness. They're like 1 week after the other. Yeah. So and I'll be giving tickets away for that. Oh, it's so much fun. I saw which I'd always okay. Now this is crazy because I do go to a lot of concerts. And so I'd never seen Alice Cooper.
Oh,
Okay, and I'm going to be honest, I was kind of scared.
Yes.
Okay, it's like one of those, like you want to see, but you're kind of scared. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I had made, and he was at Louder Than Life.
That's
what
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Louder Than Life. So I heard he was going to be there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, this is okay. So I got to see him, and I was front row. Okay, which because I really wanted to do it, like and see it. Of course,
Do it right.
I was kind of I was covering it too. So anyway, so I was like, okay, he's out there, and like his performance, he did some things, and I was like, oh my goodness. But then he brought you back, where it's like, okay. Then this is crazy. So then on the next stage, right next to it, was Rob Zombie, which I would have never. Like, that was not somebody on my radar. You know what I mean? Because Alice Cooper, I really wanted to see him. I just, for whatever reason, just wanted to see.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've been too scared.
Yeah.
Is that funny to say? I mean, would you be a little scared?
Well, I think I would be too. Because, like,
do you not remember, like, all this, like, this?
I wish I'd always gone to see Ozzy Osbourne in his younger days.
Yeah.
Like, I love his voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love his voice.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have been creeped out by things that he did.
Yeah.
But I always loved his voice.
Yeah.
But like right now I'm into for some reason, and I don't know why, I want to go see Sam Smith. I like Sam Smith.
Well,
again,
make it happen then.
Yeah.
Holly. Well,
I'm scared to take my daughters to a concert though. Do you understand why? Like, concerts have their own, like, you know.
No, it's different. They're pretty cool. I mean, it depends on what concert. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you have to use discretion, I guess. I'll help you out. We'll talk and figure out.
And plus, my daughter's choices of music are probably not something I'm wanting to listen to, but I'm not going to send them off by themselves either. They're too young.
No. I agree with that. No, I agree with that. I definitely think, I always hang with my girls too.
Yeah.
And still do. They like to go though. But so I saw the Rob Zombie, which was totally different. I had not anticipated that one. So then, so where I was at, you could see Rob, and then go back, and then Kiss played. So it was like three, And
have I told you my Kiss story before?
Did you get to meet them?
No. When I was in like 3rd grade, they were huge, right? And I loved Kiss. And I would get those teen bopper magazines where you can get the pull-out posters and all that kind of. I think it was called Teen Tiger, or what it was. Okay. So I had everything Kiss. I had these pull-out posters and all this kind of stuff. Well, I was the only girl in my class that liked Kiss.
Oh, that's funny.
The rest of them were the boys, And I used to do trade deals with the boys for my posters of Kiss.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Have you ever seen them in concert?
No.
Oh, you got to go. Yeah, they're showmen. It's a showmanship.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really, they're cool. They're cool.
I would always like to. But
I think in my head that I can dance like them. So like I'll have to show you my move. In my head, I've got a really cool move. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to show you my move.
I'm still trying to figure out I'm trying to find it on my Spotify because I got it on my Spotify. I'm still trying to figure out who. That one, like, she sings, is it Gypsy song? What is?
Are you talking about Stevie Nicks?
Yes!
I love Stevie Nicks.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's how I went. Love Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, and I've seen her in concert. She's wonderful.
So those are my 3 concerts I've been to in my 54 years of life.
Oh, you did go see her? Okay.
Yes.
You don't love her, and she's fantastic.
I loved her.
She's
like, she makes me want to have scarves and wool them around,
Oh, absolutely.
Be fun.
Yes. I love that.
Dance
Holly,
with them.
I love that. We're going to, that is great.
Dance with the scarves.
I love that. Instead of Dancing with the Stars, Dancing with the Scarves.
Yes.
I love that. I'll dance with you.
And me being a Girl Scout, I have plenty of handkerchief scarves.
There you go. There she is up on stage with her stars and Allie's in her handkerchiefs. That's right, my Girl Scout handkerchief.
My Girl Scout handkerchief.
You'd like, wait, stop the concert.
I got the rainbow of colors.
Stop the concert. What's going on down there?
I got the rainbow of colors in the handkerchiefs.
That's great. I love it. All right, Holly, let's thank our sponsors. Realize time goes by. I want to wish you and your family a beautiful and a happy
Thank
Easter.
you so much. You too.
Thank you.
We want to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fantastic Sam's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, and Po' Boys Barbecue. Thank you so much, sponsors.
Absolutely. And thank you to Salem Crossing. You guys are rock stars.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great day.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
In 2001, the Reds, as usual, opened at home and were trounced by the Braves 10-4. But the memorable opener moments that year came on the road, for the Reds played in the inaugural game in 2 new ballparks. They played the first game ever in Pittsburgh on April 9th. And on this date, April 6th, they played in the first game in Miller Park in Milwaukee. And several Reds had milestones. Sean Casey made the first hit in the new ballpark. Barry Larkin had the first at bat and scored the first run. And Michael Tucker hit the first home run in Miller Park history. Milestone moments in Milwaukee for the Reds this April 6, 2001. This date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Hello folks, Greg Martin at Billy Martin Store in downtown Martinsburg. Say you're in the market for new appliances, furniture, floor covering for your home or business, then Billy Martin Store is the place to go. We've got a huge display of many nice, top quality name brand merchandise in stock to select from.
Conservative, heterosexual, gun-toting, football-loving, evangelical Christian white men. In other words, the 2 most dangerous men in America, Rick and Bubba.
6 minutes past the hour on the Good Friday edition of the Rick and Bubba Show. We are so thankful that you are with us as we start a brand new hour. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, all here. We also welcome back for a brand new hour, Mr. Bill Bubba Buster.
Rick, glad to be here. Thank all of you for joining us today. We have the Elite 8, or at least half of them in here today.
Fabulous 4 right now. But the Elite 8 were on the schedule today. Fabulous 4 of them are here. The others may be dealing with traffic or something like that. We will see. But 4 of them have arrived. Welcome. Glad that you guys are here. And they've brought all sorts of goodies. Sausage balls and peanut butter pretzels. So anyway, things to be looking for. The real Greg Burgess today in Birmingham, Alabama. So if y'all came from other markets and y'all want to go see Greg and have lunch with him, he'll be at Hendrick Hoover Auto Mall in Hoover, Alabama, the land of ZZK. So let's talk about ZZK. First of all, testing 1 2 check 1 2 sibilance. We are back. All right, now I know this is going to start another conspiracy theory. Our Rick and Bubba University this weekend is Jason Whitlock, right after everybody claimed Fox News cut him off. Right. And he explained that didn't happen, that they just went to a hard break. And
he really said all he wants to say.
Yeah, and Tucker had lost sight of the fact that he was supposed to go to break.
Bad host.
Now, I know that in the world of conspiracy theories, and that if you're listening to us on ZZK, you're convinced that when we were playing back all the different scriptures that tell us the historical moment of Good Friday and the redemption of all who repent, that when ZZK went off the air, that was somehow them not wanting you to hear that. Right. That was not that. It was some sort of now if you want to say that Big Red went up to the tower and tried to knock it off the air,
kicking around.
I mean, you could.
Yep.
But ZZK has never ever tried to limit the freedom we have on this show to talk about our faith, and so I'm sorry that happened, and the timing of it, of course, was just as bad as it could be. I mean, because it sounds like that we're talking about Jesus in a radio station cut us off. That didn't happen. No. So I don't want that.
And you may not even be hearing us give you this explanation.
Well, they said we're back.
Are we back?
Yeah, they said we're back. Yeah, I was waiting on that because I got all excited.
I did not hear that.
Well, I got all excited a minute ago and told Speedy, I got to tell everybody. He goes, well, you might want to make sure we're back for
Yeah. We got word we're back.
Yeah. So we're back, or at least we were told that. I hope we are.
Hello.
So anyway.
Cats are back.
Well,
Cats are back.
Cats are back. On that note, and I was laughing again. Now remember when we go to commercial break, okay, when we're broadcasting normally, and the feed doesn't go away. We're just going to break on purpose.
Right.
When we hit that little closure, which I don't want to talk shop inside, but that's what it's called. all kinds of commercials start everywhere. Okay?
Yeah, at all the different stations.
So sometimes if it's a local break, it's all the local spots, and if the network break, all those stations but one hear all those. Okay, or if they're on barter, you might hear half of it. But anyway, I was told that when we did this story last hour about how we've got to change the name of the planet Uranus, and we played the English talking woman trying to be serious about a cloud over Uranus and all that when we went to the break, that the first commercial they heard was a company called the Crack Guys.
All right.
Yeah, the irony
you
of that.
You can't make this stuff
and
up.
those kind of things happen all the time.
Right, yeah.
It happens, it seems like a lot.
Right.
When we're talking about something, and then there'll be some comedic tie-in to the first commercial that you hear after that. But that was certainly one of them. I guess that one was probably just in Birmingham, but that's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
That's
okay,
very funny.
all right, here we go. Why we said this? Yeah, man. Glad you guys just came back on. Played scriptures and they cut you off. Now it looks like ZZK is going woke.
No.
They're just like ZZK.
No, there's.
I mean, just like CNN. No. That didn't happen.
No,
Okay,
just
right,
a transmitter
right.
issue.
Now I know. Now I can't help that's the way it looked. Now there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, and if you're ZZK, you're like, you can't have nothing. Why couldn't that go off when they were talking about Uranus?
I know.
You know, and so I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's everybody. I know we're all. Hey,
Everybody
look,
be cool.
Everybody be cool. I know it's. Hey, it's out there. It's. You know how you say
And everybody's on guard.
Look,
and I appreciate
we
it.
got a tinder box out there, Bubba.
Yeah, I know.
Tender. Easy to start a fire up.
Don't play with matches.
All right, so some things that we have not covered today. So Cindy McCain has kind of became a big story today. This is the widow of John McCain. You know what? If your husband's gone on in, is there any need for her to say this?
I have not heard the clip. I saw what she said. Let's hear it. I'm really confused in the context that this came up.
She's being interviewed by somebody here, and this is involving Jeffrey Epstein. You know, the evil Jeffrey Epstein, and she's going to tell us in this clip that her husband was aware of how wicked he was and intentionally said nothing. So. We'll just let her.
Is that what she meant?
Well, let's see. Here we go.
It hides in plain sight. Epstein was hiding in plain sight. We all knew about him. We all knew what he was doing. But we had no one that was, legal aspect that would go after him. They were afraid of him. For whatever reason, they were afraid of him.
So she's saying that there was no case you could bring against him, and so it was
fearless John McCain, who has stood up to
prisoner
all
war,
kind of
all
things on the Senate floor, knew Jeffrey Epstein was trafficking underage girls and did nothing about it. I mean, that's what she said, right? Am I hearing that wrong?
She said we all knew.
Yeah, all knew. Like
we all.
Everybody in the swamp knew. I guess.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say for clarification is she saying she knew something wasn't right, or did she know exactly what was going on? Because there's a big difference.
Let's hear it again.
Oh, sorry. I was just showing some just random pictures of Epstein.
Yeah.
This is just
some random pictures. There's old Billy C.
Oh, that is Bill Clinton with him. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Right. Bill Clinton being around him is like Bubba and I hanging out with somebody that runs Krispy Kreme. Yeah. All right.
Not a good comment. Birds of a feather.
All right. Here we go.
It hides in plain sight. Epstein was hiding in plain sight. We all knew about him. We all knew what he was doing. But we had no one that was legal aspect that would go after him. They were afraid of him. For whatever reason, they were afraid of him.
So we all knew what he was doing.
Saying that they knew what he was doing and they tried to get action, but the people in charge of that refused to do it. Is that what she's saying?
She was saying that no one would take legal action against him, meaning we all knew what he was doing, so that's confirmed. But I'm going to give her benefit of the doubt. She said we couldn't get anybody to take any legal action against him because they were afraid of him for whatever reason.
I think I know what she's trying to communicate.
Yeah.
I don't think she said it in the best way.
Well, the fact that they're talking about combating human trafficking, I think that's the topic there on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty obvious what they were talking about.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, again, I think she was referring to, we knew it, we were trying to get something done about it, and nobody would do anything.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a more fair way to say it. Mm-hmm. it's still, you want to say, why were you not using your platform to say this must stop? I know what's going on.
Yeah, you are
I just-
in a unique
You
position.
do have to answer for that a little
I
bit.
just find it hard to believe that a senior senator in the United States Senate, one of the leaders, could not get something done if they had prosecutable evidence that something was being done illegal, especially that on that topic.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe she should have said it even plainer or different. I don't know. But
Yeah.
that really doesn't reflect good on her or the senator, is what I'm trying to say.
It does not. No, it doesn't. Because even if I couldn't get legal to do something, if I'm in the position that these people are and the powerful platforms they have, I can get in a bully pulpit and try to make something happen, even if I can't get anybody in law enforcement.
He
to
can
do
go
it.
to the microphone in the Senate
That's-
and
exactly.
make a speech
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
put it in the record, and then everybody knows about it.
Exactly.
And he definitely killed himself in prison. Although he did have some broken bones in his neck that are more consistent with homicide. That's weird. Also, both of the guards that were watching him, both guards fell asleep.
Yeah.
And
the
that was
camera
weird.
went out.
And two cameras
Yeah,
actually were
right.
watching the cell.
I'm sure that was all just
Yeah.
a coincidence.
That's crazy.
15 minutes past the hour.
Bonkers.
More Rick and Bubba coming up right after this.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Got you a free silver bar? Well, okay, we've asked our friends at Lear Capital to do something special for our listeners. Look, highly respected financial analysts predict gold prices could soar as much as $4,000 an ounce. Now, there's no magic 8 ball that guarantees that's going to happen, but gold has outperformed the S&P 500 for the past 20 years. Right now, new Lear customers receive a free 1-ounce silver bar with every ounce of gold you purchase. Free silver bar offer expires soon, so hurry. Visit LearBubba.com. That's LearBubba.com. You don't have to break the bank to make a big deal purchase like with Raycon earbuds, whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, or a speaker with a battery that will last all night at your next party. Raycons, they got you covered with premium audio at the perfect price point. Plus, they offer buy now, pay later options. Right now, you can get 15% off at buyraycon.com/Bubba. Buyraycon.com/Bubba. Or find a link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors.
I thought learning a language would be too much work. Then I discovered Babbel. They make learning fun. J'aime Babel.
Babbel's lessons only take 10 or 15 minutes, quick and easy. And soon, you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
My friend from Italy said my accent and pronunciation is perfect. It's because Babbel's lessons are designed by language teachers and voiced by real native speakers. Each lesson is like living in another country for 15 minutes.
I love that there's all kinds of ways to learn. Babbel's podcast or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
You learn words and phrases you actually use in real conversations.
In 3 weeks, I was starting to speak in another language. So easy.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended release B vitamins.
Wendy's $3 breakfast deal is a bacon or sausage egg croissant plus small seasoned potatoes for $3. It's the breakfast that don't miss. So if you did miss Wendy's breakfast, don't imagine fresh cracked eggs, sizzling sausage, crispy bacon, and block out those hot, buttery, flaky croissants. Croissants don't really make a sound, but if they did, for a breakfast that don't miss, Wendy's is that breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $3 breakfast deal.
Limited time only. Participate in U.S. Wendy's. Select a request $3 breakfast deal to obtain discount. Not valid for a la carte or combo orders.
The Dell Technologies semi-annual sale starts now with limited quantity deals on select performance PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Save on select Vostro laptops with built-in security features and select Latitude laptops with enhanced privacy, collaboration, and connectivity. Save on select essential accessories plus free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
The folks at MyPillow have launched MyPillow 2.0. This new innovative MyPillow has a brand new temperature regulating technology to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Now, core body temperature plays a big role in how you sleep, and this new fabric technology helps regulate your body temp by creating a lower surface temperature for a more restful sleep. Available in 4 loft levels with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Head to MyPillow.com/Bubba to buy one, get one free on the new MyPillow 2.0. Got you a free silver bar? Well, okay, we've asked our friends at Lear Capital to do something special for our listeners. Look, highly respected financial analysts predict gold prices could soar as much as $4,000 an ounce. Now, there's no magic 8 ball that guarantees that's going to happen, but gold has outperformed the S&P 500 for the past 20 years. Right now, new Lear customers receive a free 1-ounce silver bar with every ounce of gold you purchase. Free silver bar offer expires soon, so hurry. Visit LearBubba.com. That's LearBubba.com.
Rick and Bubba's in Ohio!
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. Pass the gravy, please. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. Ooh, it brings me to my knees. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. I can't start another.
21 minutes now past the hour. The Rick and Bubba Show, 866-WE-BE-BIG. We thank you for being with us today, all across Rick and Bubba land, and thank you for being here in the studio with us too, our guest on this Good Friday. All right, so Bubba, we're going. Today's Good Friday. We're going into Easter weekend, and some of the things on the secular side of Easter, and they do all have a pagan history, but it's
right. I can't help what people used to do or what they're going to do. But I'm controlled today.
I heard Harry Reeder talking about this. I get to listen to his little reflections on the way in, and he was talking about that. And I've talked to other